Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 15th, 2022 readings for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, I want to just warn you that there are scammers out there using my name, saying that they are me, asking you if you want a reading, asking you for donations. I will never approach you for a reading. If there is a giveaway, that's going to be completely different. There's going to be a video, and it's all going to be done up on this channel. I barely ever post on Instagram, so be aware that I won't be contacting you through Instagram at all. And also know that for donations, yes, there is a donation link in the description box, but I will never be asking you for donations. If you want to, great. If you don't want to, also great. All right? So just don't be scammed. Please, please, please. Okay. So now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing all negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Gemini. Let's see the energy that we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So we have the Seven of Swords. That's interesting because it's betrayal. It's hard work and feeling betrayed. Now, it can be a feeling of betrayal, so just be mindful of this. Or it can be actually being betrayed in the hard work that we have done, like somebody twisting our words, twisting what we, our intentions. Okay, it's going to be something around communication, words. We can also feel betrayed because missing documents, letters didn't get to where they were supposed to be. So just be aware of this. This is a really good time to make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's, okay? Let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Oh, goodness. Okay. I love it. The crown chakra just definitely wanted to be seen. And this is meditation. So we need to connect our heart and our mind together. It's just going to be really important for us. It's also going to be important to have those quiet moments of connection with ourselves, with knowing our intentions, what we desire, what we're looking for, and really practicing the art of mindfulness. We don't necessarily have to, set aside time every single day to meditate or time to meditate at all. It can just be doing things with mindfulness, like normal everyday tasks, like making soup, cutting up the carrots, doing it with mindfulness is going to be important for us. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. So let's just turn everyone over. You're strongly linked to a Taurus here. So I don't know if you have Taurus in your chart. I would highly recommend listening to the Taurus reading, okay? You're going to actually find that very helpful. Let's see. Strong also Pisces energy coming forward. So acknowledgement of that. You have a gift, okay? And it's a gift. It's a gift that you see as weakness. And I don't mean that to be rude, but that is what Spirit is showing right now. It's a gift that you see as weakness, and you have to change your opinion on that, because what you see as weakness is actually like a mind-blowingly fantastic strength that will bring in a lot of money if you break down the barrier you have against it. It's like something you were told or you felt ashamed of when you were little, or something that you like were hiding away, a gift that you were hiding away. And it's like now it's like own it, Gemini. That's coming through very, very, very strongly here. Okay, so let's start off with the Hierophant. There is a way of doing things, right? You're not going to be reinventing the wheel. There is a set way of doing something. There's something that has already been established, meaning that there's a community. Whether you're an active part of that community or not, it doesn't really matter. They set up the stage. You are going to take center stage in that stage. Whether, again, they know you or they don't. There's a real sense of, this is what I want, this is what I need, I hold the key, the power is in my hand. All right? There's a strong link here with the Hierophant and the Magician coming forward. There's something about knowing your power and your worth. You're having a really hard time with that here, Gemini. So just be aware of this. And it can be one side of you, one twin, knows their worth. The other side is just riddled with self-doubt. That self-doubt isn't coming through as strongly as it has been for others, but it's highly linked to the way that you see yourself as successful in the waking world. Okay? So again, watching the Taurus video would be very beneficial, but there's also a sense here of I'm owning who I am and what I want. That's interesting. So I almost see like there's somebody older. They don't have to be doing what you do, but their words are very wise, and you need to start listening. And I just see that there's somebody, they really do care about you. So it's not just something you read in a book or something that you pass by. This is somebody who says it, who really cares for you, who really loves you. And there's a real sense here of it opening up a door. It's like a light bulb moment. It's like, oh, I didn't see it that way. So just be aware of this. This person could be a Taurus, or they're just a very authoritative person. I mean, really, seriously. People tend to listen to them. You have the Four of Cups. You're not looking at things the right way. It's going to be a period and stop. You're looking at things that have already passed, or you're trying to get things to go a certain way. And God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you this gift. And it's like, no, but that's not what I want. And Spirit is starting to get frustrated. So they're going to make you stumble in a way that really does take your attention. And I feel that this is around your wallet, right? Nobody pays attention as well as when it's around our wallets. So just be aware of that. Spirit has been teaching you a lesson through your finances. And this is like, you have to own up to your worth. And that's super important here. Something is coming forward. It feels like an extra burden. It feels like something that if you could not do it, you wouldn't do it. And it could be around work, but it's also like, it's something that you love, but right now your heart just wasn't in it for whatever reason. And I feel like it's because you were drained. You were spreading yourself way too thin, Gemini. And you were trying to take care of things that, I mean, again, not to be rude, but it wasn't your business. Like Spirit's like, those were things that other people had to handle. You couldn't make it perfect. All right. So just be aware of this. The moon comes forward. Things are changing. You're really good with change. Okay. Even though you're going to really fight against it for a time here, but just know that things are coming forward. There's also very strong Pisces energy that's actually going to step up to the plate in a way that you hadn't expected. So do be aware of that. They're changing their attitude towards things. There's also a sense of change being your friend, but also you're going to work better or come to better ideas at night. So keep your your notebook opened on your phone, or if you have a physical one, jot things down, even if they're abstract ideas, even if you think a certain way through colors, like red means this, blue means this, green means this, just keep it written down. I see like writing it out and being able to see it is going to be very important to you. But there's a change that's moving forward, and this change is a part of your personality, a part of what makes you you, but there's also a sense of being afraid of it. It's kind of like almost like it's like seeker of everything, master of none, and that's kind of what you're seeing yourself as. And yet you're the ringleader. You keep everything in order, and you know how things are supposed to be, maybe only up to a certain point for some things, but you are, again, not seeing your full potential and not seeing your full worth. So that's very important to understand. Now, here we have God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of prosperity, of success, of knowledge, of really a strength with words. So if there's something you want to write, if there's something you want to create, because it's words, it's imagery, it's through expression, this is the time to do it. Ideas are also going to come to you quite rapidly. So just be aware that things are going to come to you very rapidly, very intensely. This is going to be a time where you almost feel pulled in many different directions because so many interests are going to be kind of stoked. And it's like, oh, what about this? And what about this? And oh, well, maybe this. There's also a sense of there's a power to your words now. You mumbled your words, a stutter around words. I mean, if you have a stutter, it's not saying that it will miraculously heal it, but it's like all of a sudden your words start to have more power and you're not afraid. It's not like, oh, well, I have the stutter, I can't speak. It's like, no, I have something to say and I will say it. Like, even if I mess up, I'm not going to be humiliated and kept down. So that's going to be very important here. There's a strength to your voice that is coming forward. Vibrational energy around the throat chakra is very important. Be aware of your words, okay? Be very mindful of cursing or negative words during this time. They actually have a bigger effect on you than you realize. We have the Empress. This is where your skill lies. Like, I really love this. So, huge fan of the Empress, huge fan of the High Priestess, as most tarot readers, because we're usually women, are. But there's also this sense here of, I don't see this as powerful. It's kind of like if it was the Emperor, I'd see it more as powerful. But because it's the Empress, I see this more as not the same power that I want to be invoking. It's almost like we want to change who we are, but by changing who we are, we're ignoring our strengths. So I hope that makes sense, because this is a real sense here of there's power in the feminine aspect of what we are creating, of what we are nurturing, of what we are bringing forward. And we have to stop disvaluing that or devaluing that, because there is a worth to us, but because it's not fitting this certain box, and it's a certain box that we have, it's something like we could have thought, oh, when I grow up, I wanted to be a lawyer or a doctor or, a CEO. And because I'm not that, then obviously I'm not successful. So here it's like taking those old ideas and saying, no, I am successful because I am following the prosperity of me. There's a person I watch on YouTube, all right? She does crocheting. It's beautiful crocheting, but it's crocheting. And she makes her whole business off of that. Take your strengths and own them and run with them because they are beautiful. And just because they're considered feminine arts, or because they're considered, not as forceful as what our world has come to value, does not mean that they're not valuable. So here, look at yourself and see the beauty of your heart and of your nurturing and of your creativity, but also know that there's a fierceness to you. The Empress isn't just a pushover. She can't be. And remember, when we're embracing Mother Nature, which we can also see the Empress as, Mother Nature is also hurricanes and tornadoes and hailstorms and blizzards. Mother Nature is not a pushover. So don't think just because you are embracing the more feminine side of your world and of yourself that you're a pushover, because you're not. And if people don't see your worth, well, they're not the right people to be filling your life. And they're definitely not the right people to be listening to. The Hangman, now we start to see everything differently. We're creating something really quite beautiful. Again, around words, around connections. These things are going to be very important to us. We're looking at things now differently. And we can actually become rather annoyed with ourselves. Like, why did I waste this time? Or why did I doubt myself? Or why didn't I let myself shine? And it's like, it wasn't time yet. So we had to sacrifice in order to see things in a new light and in a new way. And now that we are, don't be swayed by everybody else's opinion, everybody else's desire, everybody else's demand on you. It brings us to the 5 of Coins. There's something here where it's like we reach a certain level of success, or we look at things a certain way, and then we still think that we're not allowed into the club of successfulness. We're not allowed into the prosperity. This is something either from our childhood, this could be from a bad relationship, but it was like drilled into us very early. With the 5 of Coins, there's a frustration and there's an anger. And there's also a realization that I cannot be afraid anymore. And I cannot be fragile. Because I think we saw ourselves, I don't think, but like Spirit is showing me here, we saw ourselves as fragile, as something that could be broken. I'm just seeing a porcelain doll shatter. And we were afraid of that shattering. Life isn't going to stop being cruel. I mean, living is intense and at times devastating. All right, so it's not always going to be happy moments, but we deserve success and prosperity. And we need to walk in that success and prosperity. That's it, end stop. There's there's a sense here of like anti-fragility, a sense of I've already walked through so many storms, and just because I didn't come out, the like Wall Street tycoon type of person does not mean that I am not strong and I am not powerful. And we might very well, you might be watching and say, but Dane, I am the Wall Street cartoon. I don't know the word that I'm trying to use here, but I am the Wall Street, powerhouse, and that's fantastic. But there's a gentle approach to things that needs to be embraced. It's like the feminine touch. I just keep on hearing feminine touch, feminine touch. It's a sense of home that you bring to things. It's a sense of comfort that you bring to people. And it's a sense of quietness, serenity that you bring to yourself. And that is extraordinary. That is extraordinary, Gemini. It moves us to the King of Cups. Now, very strong water sign energy here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. All right? But this is a sense, always with the King of Cups, I see this as I lead the way through example. I can't change you. I can't make you, be what you are not. I lead through example. And that's going to be where we are. We're also going to be very inspired by these people who have a lot of emotions, a lot of heart. I also see us very drawn to the arts, very drawn to things of self-expression during this time. It's going to be very inspirational to us. So don't think, oh, this is a waste of time. It's like, no, read that book, see that play, listen to that music. It's going to build up our energy. There's also a connection, again, with a Pisces energy. Other half coming in. There could be a Pisces around you. They always joke that you were twins. You couldn't be twins if they're a Pisces. Well, they could have, their Pisces side could come out more. But I'm just seeing twins and Pisces connected. Okay, it could be something very strong in their chart, or they could just be very sensitive. They could also really love the moon, like really, really be into the moon. You need to start celebrating yourself. If you don't celebrate you, who the heck will? Like, it's kind of like fake it till you make it. Know your worth. Know your worth and be determined. There is a real sense here of power, of dignity, of being risen up. I see something Greek Roman coming forward with this. Cassandra is also coming forward. So I don't know. Oh, Cassandra, is that in the Iliad or the Odyssey? No, it's in the, I don't remember. So here, there's a real sense of strength. There's also, it's like ancient texts, like Iliad, Odyssey, Marcus Aurelius, okay, Cassandra, those words are coming forward. Interesting. But it's like celebrate yourself. Don't doubt your words. Cassandra doubted her words. Everybody laughed at her. Everybody, doubted her. So there's power here. Stay true to yourself and stay powerful. All right? Don't doubt your worth, because it'll be so easy to doubt your worth. The Two of Cups, there's a healing. There's a healing going on during this time. And I don't know if there's an injury that happened in like February, March time period. Okay, but you're healing from it. Okay, cup to cup is what I'm seeing here. So there could have very well been an injury that happened February, March, and now you're healed. You're going to find a healing. You're going to find power. You're going to find a coming together. You're going to find a strength that is moving you forward. It brings us to the Magician. There's magic to you. I mean, and stop. Like, there is something that you can do. And again, you don't see it as magic because you don't see it as useful. But, I mean, gosh, people would really just love to be able to do what you do. Love to be able to have the power that you have. And again, it might not equate to the coffers being full, right? The bank account just overflowing. But it can. Believe in your talent, believe in your strength, and nurture it. Because you will be surprised at where it takes you. You really will be surprised at where it takes you. There's a sense of the mask coming off. Like, there's no more hiding. I'm owning my power. I'm owning what I desire. I'm standing before the altar of my existence. And this is me. Like, this is me. And stop. But you're going to start to see things very differently. And you might actually feel like a bit weird. Like, oh, I don't quite fit in. And that's going to make you want to turn back. But it's like, if you want the success, if you want the prosperity, you have to keep going in this direction that nurtures your voice, nurtures yourself, moves you forward, that has you being confident in your skills, even if others mock it, So let's look at our energy to be mindful of. This is the Three of Wands. There's something here where it's like taking on too much, opening up too many doors, letting too many people in. Because once you start, you're going to be like, oh, yes, this is it. But there's a sense of like starting too fast. So just be aware of that. Go slow. Our subconscious chakra energy is balance. This is the root chakra. At the root of us is a sense of balance, is a sense of harmony, is a sense of insight. We need to balance the twins within us to be able to truly be successful. It brings us to justice, which is Libra energy, but it's also balancing up the scales. It's like, I need balance, I need harmony in my life. This is discernment too. So it's not saying I have to be fair to absolutely everyone. It is saying I have to be discerning of what I need, of what I want, of the energy that I can let into my life, of how I'm taking care of myself, and how thin I'm spreading me. So just be aware of this. Be aware of being just and being fair, first and foremost to yourself, and making sure that you're upholding your responsibilities in a way that is fair to your time and to the people that you love. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini, and may you always be blessed.